DC15, The Magic Closet. Soul-touching and life-enhancing stories. The Magic Closet. Tanya was an orphan, and when she was of age, she was ready to leave the orphanage and live life on her own. She found a nice room in an attic in the same neighborhood. The house had been rebuilt to house students and young people who had just started to work. It was an old but nice house, and the combination of Tanya being young and the house pretty old worked perfectly for her, giving her that feeling being protected by parents she never had. Tanya had received some pieces of furniture from friends and also from the orphanage, because many people donated things to the orphanage. Once settled in her new home, she found that the one thing what she still needed was a closet in which to hang her clothes and to store her shoes. So, with the little money she had, she decided to buy a closet. Modern stores were out of the question, too expensive, but she knew she would have a good chance on the old marketplace. So the next Saturday, she went to the heart of the city and wandered around on the marketplace, trying to find a closet to her liking. Just when she was wondering if she was going to find anything worthwhile that day and wandering through the crowd, she caught the eyes of an elderly lady. There was some kind of attraction between them, and walking through the crowds towards the lady, she saw that the lady had many closets and cabinets to sell. Shining ones, antique, mahogany, some inlaid with marble of different colors. "What are you looking for, my child?" spoke the elderly lady in a gentle voice. "I am looking for a closet, but all of these beautiful pieces you have, they are for sure too expensive." "I do not have that much of money," replied Tanya. "I have never had an unsatisfied customer when they are looking for something special. Please, walk in between the closets. There are many more to be discovered," said the elderly lady. While walking in between the cabinets and closets, all of a sudden her eye fell on a closet, right hidden behind the others. It was not the prettiest one, but it was neat, and had a little old-fashioned look about itself. She went back to the old lady to ask for the price. The lady smiled and said, "My dear, the one who chooses this closet must be a special person, for this closet has no price. It is yours." "But how can it be free?" said Tanya, not believing her ears. "Almost nobody chooses this closet, and I am very grateful that you chose it, and now it will serve you well. Actually, I am very thankful," continued the lady, "that you took it." A little confused but happy, Tanya thanked the old lady, who asked her address and told her it would be delivered before the evening. After the closet had been delivered, she had the delivery man place the closet in the corner where her bed was standing, hidden behind an old Japanese-looking room divider. As she opened the closet, which she had not done in the market, she was surprised to find the closet filled with lots of clothes and shoes. So the first thing that came up to her was that this must have been a mistake, and she made up in her mind to go the next Saturday to speak about this with the old lady. Since she had not have a lot of clothes, she hung her clothes beside the clothes that were already in the closet, and left her bedroom area to prepare a quick meal in the kitchen area, which was in the opposite corner of her room. As she was standing in her kitchen, she heard a rather loud noise coming from her bedroom area. She hurried over, expecting to find that the closet had fallen apart in pieces, but to her great surprise, she saw that all her clothes she just had put in the closet were laying all on the floor, and that the doors of the closet were closed. But instead of panicking and being frightened, she realized that something special was going on here. She could only imagine that the closet had spat her clothes out and did not want them. Tanya several times repeated the same action by putting her own clothes back into the closet, but every time she left the bedroom area, the noise happened again, and she found her clothes back on the floor. In the end, she draped all her clothes over the sofa. The next morning she opened the closet door and thought to herself, why not try some of the clothes that were hanging in the closet? To her great amazement, all the clothes and shoes were exactly her size. So she dressed herself up nicely and went to her work, which was assisting in a shelter for the homeless people. That evening she hung the clothes she had been wearing that day back in the closet, but to her great surprise, after she had left the bedroom area, the same happened as with her own clothes the day before. She found the new clothes she had been wearing also laying on the floor. The entire week the same happened. Every time she chose new clothes from the closet, but the closet would not accept them back. The Saturday came, and Tanya made her way to the marketplace to visit the old lady. It made Tanya feel okay when she was explained that the clothes in the closet were a part of the deal. But when Tanya told her story to the old lady what was happening with her clothes, she started to laugh. Yes, Tanya, she says, it's a special closet. And what do you think the message is, Tanya? Um, there are so many clothes in the closet. There are not even enough days in the month to wear them all. Maybe the closet only allows me to wear each outfit once only. But now I have all these clothes laying around in my room. Again, with a smile, the old lady spoke. And what would you do with all these clothes that are just laying around? Hmm, Tanya said. Why didn't I think about this earlier? I can take him to the shelter for the homeless people where I work. The old lady said, isn't it great fun to give that away which you actually do not need? It made Tanya very happy, because she was a very giving person, always trying to help others. But why is this happening to me? Spoke Tanya. Well, answered the old lady, a person who is a really giving person always gets more to give again. That is the real magic of life. Enjoy your magic closet, Tanya. Tanya continued her life, enjoying wearing new clothes every day, and even more than that, she enjoyed giving clothes away at her work. Then, one Friday, when she opened the closet door, she saw something shining, picked it up, and now held a beautiful emerald in her hand. Honest as she was, the next day, because the next day was Saturday, she went back to the old lady on the market to return the gem. The old lady had a smile again on her face, and she told Tanya, "The stone is yours, dear." "But how can it be mine?" asked Tanya. And the old lady replied, "Once, long, long ago, you yourself put this gem inside this closet, although you have no recollection of this." It puzzled Tanya, because she never had a closet like this before. But as everything that had happened since she received the closet was very out of the ordinary, she accepted the old lady's words. "What do I do with the gem?" "Just put it back in your closet. It functions as a light. Isn't that practical?" She took the lady's word again and soon found out that the more clothes she wore and the more space that became available, the brighter the light became that was coming from this emerald. Then one morning when she opened her closet again, which had almost no clothes left in it, A blinding light was shining from deep inside the closet. After her eyes got used to the light, she saw golden rays of light coming through the cracks of a door at the back of the closet. Slowly the door opened, and looking through the opening, the door standing open, it looked like an endless hall. In this hallway a radiant form was slowly walking to her, and as the radiant form came closer and closer, Tanya recognized it was the old lady from the market. "You have done a good job, Tanya," spoke the old lady, "and it is time for you together with your real parents. They have been waiting for you a long time, and they live in a special magical realm, and that special world is called Family Forever." "But," said Tanya, "I have always longed to have a family, and where can I find them, and who are they?" The old lady replied, "This family is more than a worldly family, because this one is forever. Follow the gemstones, and you will find your way. Just experience everything and see what is happening. Be open for this incredible adventure. Let it all be magical, and at the same time, all will feel familiar." Before she could ask anything further, the radiant form disappeared back into the light, and the door inside the closet closed itself. From that moment on, Tanya, whenever she entered the inside door, followed the gemstone trail and discovered wondrous places. And although the trips took longer and longer, and brought her further and further, the way back went each time faster. It was, however, frustrating, for she wanted to continue to discover, but each time after reaching a certain point, a wind would start to blow that was too strong, and she had to return. Whenever Tanya was at home, she went to visit lands and places through the door in the closet, which were far more beautiful than the world she was living in now, and searching for the world Family Forever. Just as the old lady had said, these places felt very familiar, and the gemstones helped her to continue, for she could easily have stopped in many of these incredible places. But the gemstone trail motivated her to continue, for she knew that she had not reached the end of her journey. One Saturday afternoon she visited the lady once more on the market, and they had had a long conversation. Tanya explained all the beauty she had seen, and wondered why she had been stopped by the wind and had to come back to her attic. The old lady replied, "As long as you have attachments in this world, in the world you're living now, you cannot permanently reside in that world. But don't worry. The more you enter the closet, the less the attachments will become to this world that you are now in." "But when will I find the family forever?" "Just be patient and enjoy your adventures." Tanya's life continued, and every minute she had available, she went into the closet and continued her way searching for Family Forever. Some years later, the day arrived when Tanya didn't return to the attic from her adventures in the closet, and we must conclude that she had no attractions anymore to this world and had found Family Forever. After a while, when the renters of Tanya's home did not hear from her anymore, they decided to rent out the attic again. The new people who moved in did not like the closet and decided to take it to the old market, where they found an old lady who was very happy with the gift. With some help, the old lady placed the closet in the back between many cabinets and other closets, where it stood waiting for the next person who was ready to find Family Forever. What the story could bring us. Most of us are only familiar with the outside world, but believe it or not, inside our mind we can find a magical door which leads to a world far more beautiful than the world which we are experiencing on the outside. This world is the world where we as spiritual beings originally came from. We take our outside world as being real. However, there is no reality to it, for it constantly changes and has no permanency. The world we came from is permanent, where peace, love and wisdom can be constantly experienced. In the outside world, we might experience moments of our inner world. Those moments and signs are the messages to let us know that this magical world can be found, which is forever and ever, a place where we all once came from our original abode. It is that world all souls are together as one big family with the Creator, representing the real parents. Parents forever. Family forever.